the text quick, and I'll make a notepad to follow for the seminar.
Okay. Maybe 45 minutes, hour. Yep, no problem. Okay.
How long, Joan? Just in case you're not here.
Right. We're in system preferences, Alan. Why is your screen?
Those are a bunch of stuff I opened.
That's not system preferences. It looks like I think it powers off the laptop. There's no spot for a battery.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna just get the link.
What? Yeah, It's the wheel spinning right now by the sound. I'm trying to turn it on.
I'm gonna go.
The Apple wheel spinning right now. I don't know what's up. I need to turn the sound. It's muted for some reason. All right. Not on the screen. Can you hear me? Yep. Yeah. What's that? Oh, there we go. Got it. I'm live, so I can see it. I'm good. All right, we're looking good for time. Awesomeness. Yeah. How's that shot? Good? Try to move back a little bit. Okay. Well, all right. Should I unmute me so you can hear me? Check, 1, 2, 3. You hear me on? Talk to me back on the screen. I'm gonna log off my phone. Just try and talk to me on screen. All right. Oh. All right.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, can you still hear me?
Yep.
Perfect.
Awesome.
All right. Chat with my people real quick. How is the sound and video? Go to chat and tell me. Oh, I got to enable the chat box. Guys, there's a chat box now over to your right. Oh, man, look at that hair.
Trying to be 5'9".
You're almost there, man.
We got Kush. We got another guest today, too, Coach Kush. He's going to be on the Ultimate
What's
Fight.
up?
Anthony Pettis, the striking coach. So we brought in the whole Rufus Sport team. Rufus Sport.
Rufus Sport.
Sergio would like to personally thank Master Laranja for his teaching of full contact capoeira he used in the first round. It was very effective. Rufus Sport.
Everybody says they hear and see clear.
That's too bad. They got to see me so clear. I'm not a sight for sore eyes.
Oh man, we got 3 minutes to go. We're completely set up. We didn't try to go too fancy with it, but I think we got good sound, we got good video, and we're all set up and ready to go.
I'm pulling a Ben Henderson. Sorry.
Nice.
Yeah.
Then he's like, could you just hold it because they already waiting?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, wait.
Andy says Poha.
Porra!
Ha.
Cavalo.
Caralho.
Papa, how? Brazil's playing today. World Cup, I think, in an hour.
Hey guys, do we have any kickboxing or Muay Thai schools on here? What about BJJ? What about traditional martial arts? Put your discipline in the chat box over there. Serge looks like he's ready to fight. I'm kind of scared.
Who does?
Serge, he's pacing over there like he's about to fight.
This guy fought Saturday and was in the gym Monday. He just left training no-gi with Professor Daniel. He's a training machine.
Dang.
He wants to get on that bonus and ducats level like Belcher.
Yeah.
He wants the Quan. What movie is that? The Quan. Trivia. One of my favorite movies.
Sorry, you must know about my emails that I can't spell.
Jerry Maguire.
I know.
Jerry, I need the Quan.
Try squatting.
Oh yeah. Check.
Just do it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So like this one?
Yeah, no, sorry. The one that's counterbalanced.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You can.
1 minute to go, kids, and we're going live to the world.
Hey, all my people over here, tell me your style, where you're from, and are you an instructor, school owner, or are you just a student checking out the Typepad stuff? Let me know in the chat. MMA coach, kickboxing instructor Patrick, Adrian, Muay Thai, Drew, MMA and BJJ, Brittany, BJJ, Muay Thai Wrestling. Reggie, TKD, Muay Thai, BJJ Wrestling. Dang. I won't mess with that dude. MMA, kickboxing, karate. Juan Vasquez.
All right.
Black House.
Que paso? Hey, remember, if you're part of the DRSU, hit me up on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and I'll make sure I follow you back. So if you're legit part of our Wu-Tang Clan, pounce on DRSU, and I'll make sure I follow you back.
I'm gonna try to make this this pad holding webinar a little interactive. So you guys that are on your computers and whatnot, pull up your Facebook and your Twitter if you can. And I'm gonna give you some stuff. You can ask questions. We'll play some little games and do some little posts and whatnot. Cool. We got a good mix of different stuff. I mean, kids martial arts, kids jiu-jitsu, striking, MMA, wrestling, MMA coach in Vegas under Robert Drysdale.
Awesome. Robert's my man. He's got his UFC debut coming up the same night as our guy Dustin Ortiz.
Roberto Lopez, BJJ, Jeet Kune Do. That's a heck of a combination there.
Oh, yeah.
Quincy, current athlete, aspiring trainer from the Midwest. Yeah, let me know if you're not a trainer or a school owner yet, but you want to start your own gym in the future. That's cool. That's what I would have been doing if I didn't have my own school. I would be checking out stuff, trying to figure out how to open up my own business.
Got some fun stuff going right now, man. Anyone who's on the DRSU who's been visiting, Elias Garcia, who's fighting tomorrow night on Legacy Fights, he's here training with us. He's fighting Damasio Page, him and his coach, Rudy Valenzuela. They've been out here. We got Adam Healy, 2 months here from Ireland. So all you DRSUers start come visiting us. You know, one of the perks for being part of the Rufus Sport Kickboxing Association, you, your students, your athletes can come train with us at any time, as long as you want, whenever you want, however you want. You get to come to our basement empire here we call AKA Sparta and have fun. So hopefully some of you guys take advantage of that and play with us.
Heck yeah. All right, we can get started. What we're gonna do is Duke's gonna first off stop some of the most common mistakes that a lot of you guys may be making, or that we see a lot, and that he sees a lot, and how you can mess somebody's form up, how you could hurt your athletes, how you could hurt yourself. He's gonna keep you from doing that first. Then he's gonna go and break into some fundamentals, and then I'm gonna answer some questions if you have any about Rufus Sport licensing program, and then finish up with some Q&A about pad holding, and hang out for a little bit. So enjoy the hangout, and let's get started. Master Rufus has the floor.
All right, so here we are. We're going to get on pads. I love doing pad work. It's a very important relationship I have with not only my expert athletes, but the pad work is important in the beginning development at the intermediate level of the student. We don't use the tie pads here in the beginner level, actually. It's a smaller pad. It's easy for people to miss, hitting someone, or the pad holder potentially gets hurt as well. So we actually start most of our training with a kick shield, and then we graduate to the tie pad. Now, first and foremost, a piece of equipment. Later on, I'm going to show you guys, I use 4 types of focus mitt tie pads for training, and we use those in all of our curriculum here, and we'll show you that at the end of the series of the webinars. What we're going to get into today, the first thing. One thing is, what I like to do is get bigger tie pads for newer students. Obviously having a bigger pad, it's going to make it a lot easier to make sure that you don't get hurt. It's good protection. Newer people, of course, are going to be wilder. So if you're interested, we got a badass company we work with called Combat Corner, combatcorner.com. We've got our professional line, and then as well we have our new tie-made brand that I helped design, and I'm really proud of. We've come up with some really nice tie products. But big thing is getting good tie pads. Make sure you have tie pads that are going to be durable, last the training, so people don't get hurt. First and foremost, understanding, like I said, this is going to sound simple to some of you, but I still see it that people, when they grab tie pads, they tuck their thumb in there. That is actually not going to help you block. You have no leverage. You want to put your thumb on the top. Another thing you can see, what I'm going to do with this one, I actually like to keep this strap actually a little loose, and the reason being is I can use my wrist to brace. Watch here, kids. See how I keep that? That way it makes my forearm stronger and I can catch better. So by tightening this one too much, I don't have as much leverage. So here, and this is something I learned too from really good trainers that used to live with me from Thailand as well. The other thing is you get trickier, you can get looser, you can drop your pads, or I can even clinch when I keep this one loose, and that would be part of our experts. The one you want tight is your bottom pad, because that's going to help support a lot. But the key, like I said, is twisting and using them. Now, one of the keys, you're going to see a lot of different ways to hold the pads. Now, one thing, it's going to feel natural because they're squared to want to hold them square. Which kick you comfortable kicking me with? See, check this out. When I hold the pads like so, kick, kiddo. See how they come into me? I don't want that. All this space here is real bad for me. When he's kicking me, see how I'm feeling that on my shoulders, my elbows. I've been holding pads for years, and I actually don't have shoulder and elbow problems. I'm going to show you a little trick here, guys. When you hold the pads, take the 2 points, bring them like so. Meet them. You actually spread the target out. I know I did a video on my original DVDs how to hold these, but one of the things when I hold too is take the points of the pads together and keep them tucked to your body. Now when he kicks me, I don't have that jar onto my arms, my shoulders don't get jacked. When I'm holding, another thing that I do is I block with the front pad and twist with the back pad. So now it helps me absorb the pads real well. So that's a big key. Now, take for instance, if I got a big kicker, one thing I do is I go up on my tiptoes. When they kick, it helps me absorb more. If I stay flat-footed, boom, he kicks right through me. That was a pretty good one there, Serge. Feeling your Wheaties this morning. Speaking of Wheaties, really cool. Anthony Pettis is going to be on the cover of Wheaties, by the way. That's pretty cool. That's pretty mainstream how cool our sports get. But anyway, I don't want to get off track. So you see how I catch these pads and boom, I really block with them. That's a big thing. You're just not holding them and taking abuse. Now, very well, Serge. Right there, kiddo. Thanks, champ. So another thing is I'm going to start using Coach Cush. He's also a master pad man. And I'm going to do some descriptions here and things of that nature. Big thing, too, is when you're teaching your students how to hit pads, don't worry about power. The thigh pads are another form of focus mitt. They're just not a random railroading. Now, one other key problem that I've seen sometimes that we always are correcting, it feels natural to want to hold the pads like so. But the problem is two things. Whose head's that wide? Secondly, see how much pressure is going on his shoulders? So for realistic feel, let's see how he gets those pads closer together. But the weight of the pads are a lot easier to deal with. By keeping his elbows in, he can almost rest the pads on his wrist. By putting the elbows out, believe it or not, I once in a while I get in trouble in grade school at Holy Cross Catholic School. And I'd have to hold the Bibles for Sister Christine in the principal's office. And when I feel this, that's what that reminds me of being in trouble when I was a kid. These thigh pads will get heavy, and when people are tired and heavy, mistakes are going to happen. By keeping everything compact, you're not working, are you, Coach Cush? They're just kind of dangling there, almost like we're what? Fighting. See, that's why a Thai pad was created in Thailand. The fighters fight so often, when they get good enough at doing Thai pads, they can duplicate sparring. So that's kind of what he's doing with them. He's blocking, he's catching. But getting back to punching, biggest thing I see people doing, the Thai pad has a different purpose to punch. You're never going to get the same feel on a Thai pad that you do on a punch mitt. So don't worry about, boom, pushing those pads, because all you're going to do is get bad form, and two, you're going to jack up their shoulders. Because this is a thicker, denser pad, when you hit them, you bounce your punches. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Because really what we really want to work on in the Thai pad more is blending kicks, knees, and elbows into the mix. So what we're going to do, we'll do a simple combo. We'll give it a 1, 2, 3. Can we see that, Alan? All right, I'll get my old ugly butt out of this shot. I'll narrate over. Just going to do nice and easy, a 1, 2, 3, and a kick off it. But you can see, so let's slow this down with Super Sergio here. Kick, Serge. See where Serge focuses on the kick? He really focuses on hitting on the front of that pad. That way, that's how we want to build power. And also, it's a little safer, too. He's not focusing on trying to hit the back of the pad. One, when you focus on hitting the back pad, you're going to have a tendency to want to hit the elbow, and that's painful for both fighters and students, too. Like I said, we're going to have a lot more success, and he can catch a kick. So let's do the combo again. 1, 2, 3. See how compact Coach Kush kept that. It wasn't 1, 2, 3, and then big movements. Watch again. We'll go a little faster how compact both of their movements are. 1, 2, 3. You see that? 1, 2, 3. Nice and easy. You see, that's the key there. That's one of the keys is staying compact. We want to stay compact because that's how we learn how to fight. Like I said, we don't want anything getting outside our shoulders, pad holder or striker. We get very bad habits, and bad habits are hard to break, so we want to drill those skills right from day one. Now, later on, I'll show you how to use the belly pad and things of that nature. I was just showing you, again, this simple thing. Watch when Coach Kush holds even for punch. Call combo. Punch only, Coach. See how he catches and meets. Two things are happening there. One, the development of Mr. Sergio's guns there. See, when Coach Kush gives resistance, that's what builds punching power, and that's what builds strength. Two, like I said, if he's a wet noodle, that's going to jack his elbow and jack his shoulder, even jack his back. He's going to be in pain, and pad holding is not going to be fun for the student. So again, we'll show you that one more time. So you can see, nice and easy. Sergio focuses on bouncing, popping the mitts. Now, we're going to move on to a couple other strikes. Like I said, if we go high kick, it just changes a little bit. Now, the high kick, again, you really got to get up, and he's going to get on the toes, because if he doesn't, the pads are going to knock back into him. With that high kick, you really got to get above the kick, and that's what suppresses the kick. All right, let's try the high kick out. And like I said, you can see he's blocking. You know, actually, a form of people getting eye-hand coordination to get good at blocking is going to be the Thai pads. It gets people desensitized actually to getting hit. So again, let's do it. Now, a pad holding thing I've seen some people do, they like to do the Thai pad there. Me personally, I'm not a big fan. I'm going to tell you why. If they miss just a little too high, you're going to compound fracture Coach's elbow. The other reason is I don't like the low kick. I like the low kick right above the knee. Like I said, when he kicks above the knee, very painful. Actually, Sergio did an excellent job in his fight. Golf clap for him. Good job, Sergio. Hey, actually, we don't want to be mean, but it's nice to see his opponent with crutches after the fight. And you always know your low kicks are doing great when they're in crutches. But needless to say, you know, I've seen that. That's just, you can do it if you like. I just don't like the danger. The crazy one I've seen is this one for low kicks. Going down on your knees and letting them, the potential of getting hurt is very tough for me. I'll switch to a low kick shield or a leg kick pad. I just, like I said, you never know when people are kicking, you know. That's where the Miracle Crow Cap comes in. That could either be cemetery or hospital in one of those kicks, and I don't want to play that game. So we're showing you how to do the kicks. Now, if you're not using the belly pad, another way we can use the front kicks is the pad stack. See, now Sergio can use any one of his front kicks on the pad. Like I said, now the little key here, did you see what Coach Cush does? He resists, he breathes and squeezes. That's how, like I said, that's how he resists the pads. Again, he doesn't want to be a wet noodle because when the kick comes, yeah, whiplash on the back, the front kick can slide up into the base. So as pad holders, we're always proactive. It's almost like playing, if you're not from America, I know this sport's more boring. Alan, I don't want to offend you, but baseball's more boring than mold growing on cheese sometimes. Alan's an excellent baseball player, but sometimes this is like baseball. I know overseas you guys think it's boring, but this is very important. When you're holding, you're just not holding. Think about I'm catching with the pad. So kick. See how he finds the kick too. Just don't stand there and be a target. That hurts. And kick. So that's how, even if you, as you get trickier, you can spin back kick. Same thing. Boom. You see, that's how he can catch for the front wave with the pad as well. So now, as we get going, we switch things a little bit. Now, as we hold for the thigh pads, it's a little, actually not thigh pads, my game damage kick in. Elbows. Elbows, it's a little more potentially dangerous because what's happening, when we hold for the punches, you can hold a little bit more compact. When we start with newer students or somebody you don't see, he's going to hold for an elbow out here. Now, Sergio's going to give him the elbow. You're going to watch again what Coach Cush does is that resistance, and he really pops. See how he slams down? Because again, that's how he builds power with his elbow, and that's how he gets that resistance. You can see his core, his legs, he squeezes, explodes. Okay, ready? Pop. We'll show a couple different elbows. Call whatever you want, man. Cush. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, well, yeah, there you go. He's having a plethora of elbows here, so watch out. But yeah, like I said, the elbows you got to hold a little farther away. If I hold an elbow here, the potential of getting hit is very bad. Only my master guys do I get super close and let them do that, like Sergio here. But when we start out, the best way, like I said, now you hold those pads out in front. That's going to be a good way to catch those pads because that's important. Another thing too, notice, give me a good kick again to the body. All right, he's going to exhale. Give me a hard one. See how he grunted, growled? What he came, the noise came from his stomach, because the deep breath helps him protect his body. Yeah. See that motion again? He's protecting. Kind of like in the movie Kickboxer when they drop the coconuts. That is old school in Thailand, believe it or not. Actually, I got a secret. I'm going to be in the reenactment of Kickboxer scene real soon next week in LA. You guys are going to love it, and I won't deviate, but I'm going to have a lot of fun next week. There's going to be a crazy scene I'm doing with some of my loony guys and the acting and comedy stuff in LA next week. So yeah, he's protecting. You know, whenever you gotta protect, because if he doesn't protect, it's gonna help him move. You see? So yeah, by absorbing, and that's how he doesn't take the blows there. I get a lot of people that go, "Well, I got shoulder problems." You shouldn't hypothetically have shoulder problems if you do the core. See what he does with his body, gang? He gets on top of that kick. Like I said, here we go, and kick, and kick. We'll bring it from this angle. Now I'm going to boot one. See, you're going to see him. He's going to get a little higher on mine. I'm a big dude. Another trick, too, if you got big guys and you're a smaller Thai pad holder, Thailand trick. Oh, those guys in Thailand, they're so tricky sometimes. See, if you have if your coach who's small, make all your guys kick higher. You see? See, if he holds the pads lower, I'm money. But by making me kick higher, it's more work. It's easier for him to control that. You see? So that's a little trick. If you're holding for a bigger guy and you're a smaller coach, go a little higher. They're going to have to work harder. If you go here, bang, 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 it's easy. Did you see what Coach Cush said? Tell him again, Coach.
You want to like roll your shoulder over the top and come up over the top of that kick with the pads.
Watch again. See how he catches it and suppresses it. If not, I won't do this hard, but see, he goes for a ride. You see that? No fun. Like, that's the key. I've had 175-pound trainers who can catch for me. They know how to do it right. Coach Cush trained me my last 3 fights, and that's the key. Like I said, it's that catch. Oh, yeah, he can suppress. And that's how you get big Rufus Thunder thighs kicking those. And you get those. He's not like with those wheels on this little man. He's got some legs there. And that's from, you watch a guy like Walkout, Poor Pramuk, or some of the really good Dutch kickboxers. They got strong legs from the resistance of pads. And that makes everyone strong. Even Anthony Pettis, he's starting to grow some wheels too. But that's how you catch your kicks. Now, we'll get onto the knees. There's a few different things with the knees. The knees gets a little trickier. You can do the easiest way when you first start out is just stepping and hitting that double pad. I think that's important for new students. And the key with the knee is just poke. Everything I do, boom, poke. And again, he'll give me that resistance back. Pop. Like I said, pop. Now as we get going, later on, he's going to show, see, he does the feet style. Boom. See how he's giving me a punch and I parry and knee, and that's the trickier part, that we don't add that right away because the wrist is a little bit higher. And another thing, third way of holding for the knee is our up knee, the face knee, because Sergio, come on over here, champ. Sometimes you get in situations where he punches at me, and that up knee is right there. Oh, and we got to practice that too. That's a beautiful knee that can be used as well. Watch Serge do the up knee with Coach Cush. Now he'll just pop, pop, and like I said, pop, we go with that up knee into the face. So again, it's a hard catch downward. You can see he uses that up knee. And again, we got a couple different styles. We can do the jump knee where he stacks it and it just boom, jump. Or like Sergio can do the switch knee where we go in front, up in the we'll go the knee up in front. So you can go, we'll go lead pad coach, hand, nice and easy. We just, like I said, boom, lead knee, ready, and go. Yeah, oh, switch knees, camp, ready, go. Jump switch, yeah, boom. See how, like I said, as we get better too, and as they're more active, sometimes you're going to want to hold the pad out in front more. Because if he's coming at me fast, boom, now, whoop, elbow, you see. So that's the key is you start working longer range, trickier moves, you're going to want to feed, because he's so fast, right? Go. Oh, see, I didn't have time to react. I'm stuck. Those pads get stuck. So as you start doing longer moves like that, you put the pads in front and he catches up. Let's try that one. Ready? So you got, like I said, the knees out front. There's your elbow catch. Like I said, just a lot of cool things. Just cool little things. Now, the key here is defensively. Cush starts feeding techniques for Sergio to block with the pad. A common problem I see, people just wing the pad. Well, that's how Sergio's going to get cut, or if the knuckles hit. It's always about safety. So the big thing, if we're doing a jab parry, just kind of touch the pad at him. Touch the pad. That's how he parries, you see. Touch. Don't punch at him, because these strings right here, they'll hack your face up. The leather, the seam, it's not good. So you got to be real safe. It's that touch. Touch, like I said. Now, we don't throw the straight cross. Like I said, if he throws a straight cross, oh man, I'm stuck in the human error. People miss. So what he's going to do is the touching cross. He still uses the front of this pad. Okay, so watch him on the block. It's a touch. Oh, good block there, sir. See how it's a deflect. It's just a touch. He still gives him good weight on that because so you can see how hard Serge has to work there. He's strong, and he doesn't want to just powder puff him, but he gives him a good one. Boom. But it's a safe way to do it. Same thing with the hook. It's not actual. He'll jack him back. Like I said, you use this part of the pad and you slug him with that. And again, boom, nice and easy. You see, there's the nice and easy. Like I said, now those of you on the cool thing, if you're on the DRSU striking formula, I've got cadence, explosive, And then our broken rhythm, you'll see all the different routines. The cool thing, I'm going to have all those routines in the Rufus Sport Kickboxing Association, so you can get in there, see all the different pads that we do. There's some pad work in there of young Sergio and all of our UFC stars and World Series of Fighting contender Rick Glenn and Mike Biggie Rhodes, Dustin Ortiz, Eric Cope, and as well Anthony Pettis and all of our up-and-comers. So it's fun. We got a lot of different people in there. Alan, we got some questions, or where are we going with this, brother? Tell me.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yep.
All right. We're cool. Yeah, so, yeah, in a minute, open up, we'll do plenty of questions and everything. I just wanted to let everybody know kind of where we're at with the Rufus Kickboxing Association, Rufus Sport. Surely you know by now with the videos we've been launching, the new website inside the university, the emails, Rufus Sport is going to open up worldwide. And you can have your own location, license your own program, so you can rank your students. You can get ranked yourself, certified to teach the Rufus Sport Kickboxing program. And it has tons of stuff. I can't begin to tell you all the stuff it comes with. There's going to be a members area inside the university where you get access to do all the videos, all the stuff you need for ranking. We're going to have certifications. We're going to the first certification is going to be in August. We're going to do another one in October. You can get ranked under Duke, get certified, and teach the program. There's going to be marketing materials so you can promote your school, promote your location. We got a bunch of surprise cool stuff that's coming out with it. But you know, more than anything, you'll be able to come to Rufus Sport, train with Duke, send your instructors, send the people out to work with them. Your students can come by. And he's going to be there for you, and I'm going to be there for you on the Facebook group, the forum that's going to be for school owners only. You're going to have our email. We're going to be able to work with you anytime possible. Obviously, there's a chance that you can get Duke to come out for a seminar, maybe. You know, maybe Kush, maybe myself. Who knows? So, you know, there's tons of other stuff that is involved in that. If anybody has any questions on that, well, I'll answer some questions later. If you have any right now, that's cool. Right now, I wanted to let you guys know that me and Duke have been talking to a lot of people via phone. So a lot of people want to know more about the program over the phone. So I'm going to give you guys a number that you can call. And the girl's name is Katie. You can call her up and schedule a quick call with me or Duke. All right. Her name is Katie. I'm writing it over here in the sticky messages.
Hey guys, I just wanted to tell you, you know, a lot of you guys are going to want to be involved for a lot of different reasons. MMA, kickboxing, which I guess want our training pedigree, you know, some of the stuff that we've accomplished in the sport. That's one thing. You know, luckily I've had that going for a while. I've always had the hard time of how to balance having a bunch of badasses, but, you know, not being able to pay the bills. You know, now we have badasses. We have a killer gym. Look what's going on right now, guys. See that? That's a whole room of professional fighters. In my wildest dreams, I never imagined at 2:30 in the afternoon or whatever time it is that I'd have a bunch of world-class athletes training here right now. And knowing what did that, our systematic approach to, one, our system of excellence to make people good at this stuff. Two was building a system that kept our students and people having fun. You know, I don't know, some of you in the university probably saw Serge training his game plan in our regular class. Serge trained in the day with these monsters, and then at night he came back and used all of our students. Not unlike you guys who train jiu-jitsu, you go, you maybe train with some fighters, but you use your jiu-jitsu people to help you get good at jiu-jitsu. Our guys use our good kickboxing people to help them when they need them. So the depth and strength I'd like to add of our students is just incredible. And that being said, we boast over 500 students here at Rufus Sport, and it's just amazing. Guys like Coach Cush have a full-time job, and he's traveling. He's going to be on the Ultimate Fighter coaching. We got a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu master. We've got 3 other coaches that have full-time jobs, and I love it. It's because we built a system to be successful, not only, like I said, on the mat, in the cage, in the ring, but in the academy. And I taught 2 nights this week here in Milwaukee. I taught 1 night at our Heartland location. I still love doing what I do. And, you know, at the end of the day, you can't have great fighters without them being great at these activities. They got to be great students. And I have the system, I tell you. Anthony Pettis, he started in our beginner class, not to be a fighter, to be better at martial arts. Look at him now. He's on the cover of Wheaties, and we just signed a huge deal this week that changed his life. Again, through excellence and systematic approach, and it's working for a lot of people. And that's, you know, if you want to grow your fight team, you want to grow your school, you want to grow your martial arts, we're the team to do it for you, I guarantee you. And you know what, I love it. You know, I don't know if you guys realize I do tournaments. I'm a blue belt in jiu-jitsu. I get out there, I try and compete. I just rolled 2 nights ago out in Heartland, having fun. You know, I'm not as active as I'd like to be, but at the end of the day, I've been doing martial arts since I was 4, guys. I've tried a lot of different things, trained a lot of different things, and got a lot of different friends. So we really like our environment here at Rufus Sport because we're a think tank. We bring a lot of different ideas and people through the doors, and it helps us formulate and create and innovate new ideas. But like I said, I'm looking forward to working with everyone. Please, everybody, feel free to call me. You're not bothering me. What I do is connect with people, teach people. That's what I do. That's what I want to do, and I want you to get the Rufus Sport experience. And how can't you get the Rufus Sport experience if you don't connect with me, myself? But sounds good. I look forward to talking to all you guys soon.
Let's take a few questions about the pads real quick, and that's
Awesome.
how we can finish it up.
Sure, come on in.
15, 20 minutes on that, maybe.
Sure.
You ready for a question?
Yep.
What? Let's see. There's a lot of questions about the Rufus Sport program. I'll answer that in just a second. Let me try to find another one. The sand shot kick.
We'll get to that for sure. I mean, here's the thing about the sand shot kick, gang. You know, if you can't do jab, cross, hook, footwork, and those things, don't even bother doing the sand shot kick. I mean, Serge threw it last week, which was awesome, and it almost landed. But also, you know what he did the whole fight? Great footwork, great defense, great setting up of combos. You know, it's like building a house. You got to have a good foundation. Don't go put granite in your kitchen, marble in your bathroom if you have a terrible foundation. Foundation builds everything, and that's what we focus on at Rufus Sport. If you have foundation, then you'll be able to play sand chai game.
Hey, before I get to a question here, I see a lot of questions about pads. Let me tell you what we're going to do on the 26th. There's 4 pads that Duke uses, and you can basically throw the other one out. Duke and Cush use 4 different pads. You're going to find out what those are on the 26th, and they're going to give you lots of different cool ways to use those. So a lot of people are saying, what do I use for this, what do I use for that? You're going to figure out the 4 pads that you need and that Duke can teach you. And that's going to be on the 26th. Now, can you show how the best way to hold for low kicks, like with the tie pads? Do you ever hold low kicks for the tie pads?
No, we're developing a new belly pad with low kick pad,
Right.
or the kick shield too. You just take, and I was going to show that on the master seminar, how to rock the punch mitt and kick shield and things of that nature at that time too. I just, like I said, I'm afraid to get kicked in the elbow holding it down there. I mean, the whole thing is low kicks. If anyone knows about my fight career, years ago, my brother got beat by a Thai guy. I said, like, I didn't think it took much talent. I went home, I processed the whole thing, and if you can't beat him, join him and then beat him. I you know, started training Muay Thai, and I went on to do an interview with Stephen Quattros and tell people how, you know, I didn't mean that. I was only 18, but point is, if you know me, I like to low kick people hard. The low kick is something you got to practice 100% or you'll never get good at it. So the tie pad doesn't help you get good at breaking people's legs, which I've done twice. And I know you all want to break some legs. It's all about breaking legs, snapping necks, and collecting checks. So that's what it is. You want to build power with your low kicks.
iPads, Duke. Do you have a number system? Do you call out like 1, 2, and 3s and that type of stuff? How do you tell them what kind of punches to throw?
Yeah, we use a number system, but for the most part, it's jab, cross, hook, uppercut. You know, and when I first start out with people, it's set combos. As we get going, we have some drills where we teach people the pad feeder or the catcher how to improvise a little bit and choices that made, you know, and then. Like I said, I always say watch this video on Cage Fanatic YouTube, cagefanatic.com, black and white. There's a killer video of Anthony Pettis and I. We just we do it like Thailand, where when you spend enough time with someone, we can just hit. Like when I do pads with Coach Cush, he doesn't call anything. I just hit and he catches. That being said, we've been together for years training and we built a rapport. How do you do that? You got to start the first level. You know, I do like to really start out with solid fundamentals. I'm telling you, the striking formula is how you get really good at pad skiing. Right there, that I really put my heart into. I know it's basic, but basics win fights, man. That's all I can say. Look at the middle kicks, Anthony Pettis that crushed Ben Henderson. Middle kicks easy, but that's just from years of kicking the pads, doing it right. That all amounted up to his UFC championship, finishing with an armbar.
All right. Let me see. I'm trying to make this this super simple over here. Wait, what do you think of Mayweather-style cycle bursts? I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it just it's almost like broken rhythm on the university. Pop, pop, rip, rip, pop, pop, rip, rip. Yeah, it's really good stuff. Again, that's something you want to do once you have the fundamentals down. Popping and ripping isn't good if you don't understand, you know, the muscle mechanics of it. But it is. I mean, for me, I think the world of Floyd, but he has a unique style that works just for boxing. The Mayweather guard, that you wouldn't see that working in kickboxing, Muay Thai, or in MMA. It's a great. He's awesome at what he does. But so that's my biggest advice: look for things in games that will be applicable that come back over to the sport you're fighting in. That's my biggest thing. And when you're studying, that's my biggest advice to you: find styles that adapt to the fighting sport you're going to do.
Okay, cool. Someone asked about the Rufus program. Are we going to send out some packets to look at the information? Unfortunately, I think printing stuff out and sending it around the world is kind of expensive and kind of outdated. So we're going to have a web page up that's going to give you all the information of what comes with the Rufus Sport licensing program, and a video that shows, and as well, I think you'll get the most information. You can ask the questions that you're really concerned about if you get on the phone with me, Duke, Ed, or Gene, and you can do so by calling that number I gave you. And I'm also over here on the sticky message at the top. There's a link that you can click that link and fill it out, name, number, and email. And we got a girl named Katie. She's going to tell you guys a little bit, but she's going to set an appointment up with Duke if he's available, and myself next, and so forth, so we can answer questions. Gene says, what is the advantage of the program? I mean, everybody's advantage is different. The advantage of doing Rufus Sport kickboxing program is you're going to be aligned with a world-known brand, which is Duke Rufus and Rufus Sport. Anthony Pettis, Sergio, all the UFC guys, you're going to be able to tap into that, you know, there's a difference, business-wise or athlete-wise. Training your athletes, they're going to be able to get coached by Duke. You're going to get coached by them directly, and you'll be able to carry that knowledge on to them. and have an awesome system. So if you're looking for it to get your students better, there's nothing else like it. For the business side of things, just being a part of something that Duke's doing, you're going to grow like he is. I mean, people are attracted to Rufus Sport just because of the culture and the atmosphere, and you can put that in your school now, and we're going to help you do that. We're going to help you out any way that we can. So there's tons of advantages to it. You know, you'll have everything from wholesaling, reselling rights to Rufus Sport gear. The university, you can sign your students up. You make money off of that. You'll be able to co-brand like the jerseys that Cush and Duke are wearing. You can put your logo on those as well.
As well, I'd like to add too, Alan, if you want, you can be Rufus Sport, # Rufus Sport, your city. Right now, my guy in Winnipeg is # Rufus Sport Winnipeg. We got James Trelecki out there. He's # Rufus Sport Youngstown. Joao Zeffarino in Florianopolis, Brazil is # Rufus Sport Florianopolis. You guys can brand us as much as you want. If you want to fly the Rufus Sport flag, or you just want to use our info, we want to do it your way. You know, you guys are all accomplished martial artists yourself. You can use as much or as little as you want, but we want to help you. Like I said, you know, I come from a second generation of family doing this stuff, and a guy like Cush has seen just exponentially how we've grown, and I know that we have a very valuable service, whether it's getting your martial arts programs better, getting your athletes better, getting your schools better, your businesses better. We're going to do it for you. Well, there's a great saying I'd like to say. I tell my athletes all the time, high tides raise all ships, guys. So the better we do, I know the better you're going to do. And right now we have aspirations of having more UFC champions and more people that we're going to produce to grow this brand. A lot of people don't realize Anthony Pettis is one of the partners in Rufus Sport as well. So he's vested in this project, and he wants to see this grow and flourish too. And as well, a lot of my young people around me, they're going to take over for me when I'm gone, and I got a lot of dedicated people here. And like I said, coming here and just being a part of our team and the fun. But I didn't mean to cut you off, Mr. Belcher.
All right, back to the pads a little bit. Do you have kids hold pads for each other, Duke?
No, I do not. I just, it's tough to have kids hold. Kids, is the nature. I've tried it. It's just tough. The best thing to do if you do run a kids kickboxing program is Dutch style drills or doing the kick shield.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, and I had somebody else asking about the kids program. They want to do like a Rufus Sport Kids program. So, I mean, the program's going to be applicable to kids. We're going to come out with a special kids program also that we're going to throw in there, and you guys will be able to adjust it. So we're really flexible. You're able to put this. I talked to a guy the other day. He wanted to kind of blend. He said he wanted to keep his program going but not have a separate thing. So if you want to just have this be the striking part of your traditional program or the striking part of your MMA program, it definitely can work like that. I recommend starting a straight-up Rufus Sport class and making it totally separate, because you're gonna have different people in there, and you don't want to water it down and be practicing different stuff. Practice the stuff Duke tells you. We work on 12-week lesson plans, so it's going to be 3 months of material. Duke's going to do a webinar. You can ask him about the material. Going to have the videos for all the classes. And then they redo that. So let me try to find another type ad question here.
Another thing I wanted to say too is, like, we don't want to be we don't want to be a dictatorship. We want to be a partnership. You know what I mean, guys? Like, I want to come in and help you custom fit how we're going to help you. You know, I don't know about you guys. I don't like people coming in and telling me how to overdo things, you know what I mean? We want to make it comfortable so that we all get along and cultivate your schools. And I think that, like Alan was saying, we can help custom fit. No, we're going to do that through communication. Call me, call Alan, you know. And like I said, when you come here too, you'll see a lot of the things we do. But looking forward to it. Let's get back to some pad questions.
All right. Do you hold the neck kick similar to Sitio Tong?
Where with the pad down? I like single pad, and I make it down, and I want a hook on it. Depends. Sometimes what range, what. I mean, even I've trained at Sit Yatong in Thailand. That's where I first trained in 1994. And all the pad holders held stuff differently too. I mean, there's different nuances. But
Yeah,
I like one-handing for high kicks. If you
yeah.
want to work on chopping the neck.
I kind of have that question. I've been holding the pads a lot more recently here too, and I was kind of thinking about why you do that, and I think one thing is safety, right? Because you're going from the body to the head. There's not that much difference. I noticed that every time you throw the head kick, do the combination, you step back, use the single. There's really no chance for you ever getting kicked in the head, right?
Yeah, and I like to really focus on the action of that neck kick. You know, how you knocked out Santiago, how Anthony took out Joe Lozon. You got to, with the one, it gives you a little more room to crack that kick. And like I said, the recovery for speed on a high kick, in the beginning it's good to hold them, but as I get trickier with a good fighter, I like the one because I can recover and keep going. Where like, if they catch me just right, I can't recover, and it kind of slows their combos down. So that's I like the one.
Okay.
Plus, too, a head kick isn't a power kick. A lot of people they see the two pads and they want to rail that thing. A head kick is a finesse kick. It's a tricky kick. So learning to pop and snap that kick. What do you think, Kush? How do you like to hold it? Yeah, he's a one guy too. I mean, it's just. You have a little bit more give there too, and you, like I said, you do get the
start with the two.
Yeah.
So the kicker gets more control of their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, with new students and control, you're going to want to do the twos, but if you're training higher level students, definitely you can go with the one.
Yeah, I noticed before I started training with you back in the day, Coach, that when a lot of times my head kicks would skim off the shoulder and kind of over the top of the head, off the top of their head, and then that single thing allowed me to start dropping it down in their neck, and they would even try to duck a little bit, and it kind of follows them down and put them down to the ground, towards the ground, right?
Yep, that's you get that. Like he was talking about, that's one of the signature moves of Sit Yatong that I learned there was the the neck kick that Kru Yatong taught. I had the pleasure of training with the late great Kru Yatong. Actually, I'm going to leave you guys with a great quote from him. Kru Yatong said, the best produce the best attract the best. It's the irrefutable law of success. God rest Kru Yatong. He was a man.
We got a guy named Irvis. He's asked this question a couple times. He really wants to know, Duke, what's your favorite combination? Please, I'm curious.
This is going to freak you out, man. Jab cross hook. Low kick. I mean, it's still money. Peter Arts is my age, still hitting dudes. That sounds funny. Like you'd think it would be some, 36 Chambers of the Wu-Tang Clan, but know what I think is really cool? Guys like Giorgio Petrosyan. He does the most basic game, but he clowns people with basics, and I think that's what fighting's all about. What's your favorite combo, Kush?
I have to agree. I'd just say alter the hook from maybe throwing a lead up to the body hook off the hook, or alter the hook instead of always.
Yeah, what Coach was saying was like instead of jab cross hook, sometimes it's up cross liver, sometimes it's liver up hook. I mean, it's the same rhythm, but you just switch it up. I just know I can. That's a bread and butter that I can score low kicks with all day, and it's just something I like. It's good. Gets me going with a good rhythm and be able to catch people. Like I said, most good people in sports have 3 to 4 go-tos that they always have, and then they have their other game there as well. But hopefully that helps. Like I said, I mean, I have zillions of combos I do, but I mean, when I've fought, you want to watch a fight, go on YouTube. I don't have a lot of I'm bad with this. Like, I'm not like one of those people who has a lot of pictures and belts and videos around. They're all like in my basement stored away. I don't know. I'm weird that way, but I got to dig out some of my old fights. But anyway, I'm a little long-winded on that. Go on YouTube, check out me and Pedro Fernandez. I just kind of keep it real basic, but chop them up with low kicks, because the low kicks are always going to set up the head kick. That's what I like about that, and that's what makes that fun. Yo, what's up, buddy?
Hey, I don't know what happened. We lost it.
Oh, all right. Let me try and come back in.
Yeah, try to get back in. Yeah, still.
I see me on this. You got there?
I don't see you now for some reason.
It says I'm live.
I don't see him in that corner.
Yeah, we don't see you in the corner. All right.
Oh, you still got me with you?
Yep. Where do I go to the board? It says I'm muted. You muted me.
All right, hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
So it just lost me?
It says on the group chat, Alan Belcher muted me.
Oh, God. Let me just try to do a couple more clicks right here. Hold on just 1 second.
All right. Sorry. You there, Alan?
Hey, can you unmute yourself or no? Unmute yourself?
Yep.
You there?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Are you unmuted?
It says you muted me.
I don't know. I don't see any. I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah?
Still people chatting on the side?
No. It said Alan Belcher left group chat.
You can't see any chat?
No. Should I go back in again? How many minutes did we put in on that? I'm back in now. I tried to get back in. Do you have people in yours? Yeah. Technical difficulty. I'm back in, but no one's in. Okay, no problem. Yeah, just email. I think that was good, though. Awesome. All right, brother. Yeah, get that email out quick, and then, you know,
Guys. Anybody there? We got cut off. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry about that. Hello.